Round here, them guns get the last word.
3 days until the Summer Games Fest begin, the hype and anticipation is through the roof, following the heartbreak that was Brian Fury's trailer leaking and the announcement of MK1 and the release of Street Fighter 6. Tekken fans are foaming at the mouth for something new. Street Fighter 6 is destined to be a massive success. That is obvious. The game is breaking records every single day. With Summer Games being only 3 days away, this is the time to remind those who forgot or are distracted that Tekken 8 is a force to be reckoned with. Show a story, not too much, but just enough to confirm that it's going to be bigger, better, improved. They're going to expand upon it. They're going to bring more characters into the fray. It's not just going to be Mishimas punching each other in the Mishima dojo for 3 hours straight. Harada spent a lot of time in December talking about the story development, but now is the time to showcase that in the game itself. But also too, story aside, there's a growing interest in the brand new characters. What will they look like? What will they play like? Fighting styles, region of the world. When you think about every Tekken game, it is defined by its new characters. If you think about Lars, Alyssa, and Bob in Tekken 6, Lily and Dragunov in Tekken 5, Claudio, Leroy, and Akuma in Tekken 7. New characters are unique in that they are built from the ground up to embody the game that they are introduced in. Also with the new characters, why I'm really interested to see what they do is because the designs. The designs has gotten so advanced, so over the top over the course of the Tekken 7 lifespan with all the DLC, Leroy, Fakaram, Kunimitsu, and whatnot. And I want to see how Tekken 8 evolves that. We get kind of a glimpse of it when we look at the traditional 15 characters that's returning in the game already, right? Brian, Fury, Jack. Some of the designs is just very over the top, but then like I said, King, Law, Jack, they're very similar to past designs. Some people don't like it, some people do like it, but I think that's what the purpose of a new character is to make something that's kind of for everyone. Or on the flip side, for people who haven't gotten a character in the past, maybe this new character will be a character for you, you know? The characters is very important. But also, and I think Street Fighter 6 helped us realize this, is that's not the only thing. Game modes is something that Tekken fans have been dying for so long. Tekken 8 is that game that needs to deliver on it now more than ever. We see what Street Fighter 6 is doing, and they even went and stole some of Tekken's past modes and made it their own. So you can see how they're really trying to evolve and become more than just a fighting game. They're trying to be a experience is what Street Fighter 6 is trying to do. Players want to see Tekken respond with an exploration mode of itself, whether it be Tekken Force, Devil Within, or whatever modes that they have that's similar to that. It just has to be something that gives the player the freedom to roam around and explore the world of Tekken. We see all of this crazy stuff in the Tekken Pachinko slot machines, but none of it is in the game itself. And I think it's time. It's more than time for that to become a reality. But also, I don't want the story mode to be an exploration mode. You could keep that its own 3-hour cutscene movie, and I just think a separate mode should be added in with all this stuff in mind, because one major downside of Street Fighter 6 that I'm seeing right now is the lack of story. They spent so much time building up this world tour mode, and it's really not even that fun. It's just grinding for the sake of grinding to unlock outfits, to upgrade your character, but the fun fades away really rapidly. But then when you go to the canon part of the story, character endings, that is very lackluster and last minute, and there isn't anything more than that. So that's something we got to keep in mind too about Tekken 8 is resource management. If they spend so much time here, how much time do they have there? This is why it's so important and so good that Tekken 8 is going last. I see a lot of people say, man, Street Fighter 6 is out. I want Tekken 8 to be out right now and this and that, but it's kind of good that Street Fighter is going first. We can see the ups, we can see the downs. So can the developers. They can learn from these things. They can tweak things. They can steal from Street Fighter. The same way Street Fighter stole from Tekken, they can do the opposite. Going last is kind of a cursing because your players have to wait a little bit more, but it's a blessing because the developers have more time to prepare and also understand. In 3 days at the Summer Games Fest, they have a real opportunity to deliver. Start this new phase that they talked about at Combo Breaker strong. A lot of players are anticipating a beta announcement any day now. I may have played a role in that. Sorry for getting everyone's hopes up. But the evidence is there. We can see it on Steam. We can see the dates. We can see the numbers. We can see that all of the gears is turning. Summer is the time for huge announcements, great excitement. And if Tekken 8 is really coming out in March, April, or June of next year, there will be no summer then. This is the only summer, the last summer before Tekken 8 reaches the audience. Time is moving very fast. We've been saying Tekken 8 is a year away for like 7 months now. Time is moving fast, and I think it's time they show us more of the game besides just character. That's amazing, but now is the time. Like they said, the new phase started with a trailer that has new characters, stories, modes, whatever, however much you can cram into that 3 minutes, 2 minutes, or whatever. Mortal Kombat will be there. Street Fighter seems like it will be there. Tekken 8 has to show face as well.